Not picked anything up at all today, this week, which I'm kind of glad. When I'm coming in here, I'm getting a bit, you know, overwhelmed. There's nowhere to put anything. So I'm going to tackle that. My idea is to build some racking across the back there. Aye. You know what? You're bringing toys home to play with, like that pressure washer and this chainsaw. Well, it's fine. You have to bear in mind, people actually threw them away, and they threw them away for a reason. You know, my bench is basically how I left it the other night when I did that quick video for James. Just seems that wherever you look, it's scrap. You know, all building up, tubs and tubs of it. It's a struggle just to keep a walkway through. My monitor seems to have grown a fungus, which is there. Seems to be growing, and it's across the bottom there. I guess I'll have to sort that out. There's only one way to do it. There's only one way to eat the elephant. Aye, there's only one way to eat an elephant. One biteful at a time. But that takes time. And I think, you know, this week I've been looking at other people. Miss Canadian Scrapper. You know, she said, she put a post out. Can you never have too much scrap? Well, my reply is, yes, you can. Everybody else said, no, you can't. You can never have enough scrap. Mine, yes, you can. You can only have much scrap as your space allows. You know, I'm fortunate. I don't scrap for a living. Look at Scrap Kingdom lately. Struggling, but he's doing it. Getting low loaders in and having cart loads taken away. K and D scrapping. Dan, you know, he's saying buckets and buckets of scrap all over the place. He's outside. You know, it builds up. Evie, Miss Canadian Scrapper, the same. Pop Scraps. You know, I've seen his bench lately. A mess. But if it's a mess, you're making money as well. And you're having fun. You know, Raphael Scrapper. My God. You know, I think he's got... I was going to call my channel something like 4 foot square. That was like the only amount of space I had to work in. Now you look at Raphael Scrapper, he's only got, you know, 1 foot square on his bench to work on. We've all got that elephant to eat. Philip sent me this picture. I almost felt at home in his shed. You know, Johnny 5. You know, he's I think, unless you're an engineer, and there are 1 or 2 engineers who'll be watching this, you know, Cliff Shed, for example, Aid's workshop. Unless you're an engineer, your place is going to get, it's going to always going to be work in progress. So I'm going to take, I think, I'm going to take a little step back from YouTube shortly. Well, shortly after this one. I'm just going to keep away from live streams. The hours I spend on there could be hours I'm spending in here. And I'm going to strip everything I've got in sight. I'm going to put some shelving up, racking up. I'm going to get stuff off the floor. Give me some space with which to work in. So, oh, I forgot, Cruiser Mac. He's kind of an engineer and gentleman scrapper. So you can eat the floor off Cruiser Mac's shed. And there's lots of others who are extreme, one way or my way. I'm going to put myself at the bottom. Ian in his shed, feeling a little bit over-faced with this elephant. Catch you in the next one. So my thoughts are, I'll have a look in the skip and see if we've got any material I can do the job with. That's noisy. Oh, don't know if you're going to see that. Where's he gone? There's one there, one Army helicopter, two Army helicopters, three Army helicopters. Must be trainees. But let's get back to look. I have to figure out how I'm going to get in if there's anything in. Let's put them there. Whoa! I can see there's a length of steel there. I need 4 pieces, don't I? So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe a couple of pieces for strengtheners. Right, I'll have to get in there and get some of that out. The things you've got to do for YouTube. Right. Yeah, that's my 4 legs. That's my 4 legs. I'm going to need 2 braces across the bottom, so if I take something like this, I can cut that down. Or maybe a couple of pieces of angle iron. They'll do us cross braces. There's a few of them there. Right folks, I'll carry on. See you back in the shed. Kinda got me thinking, maybe I shouldn't be welding in the shed. Not where all that flammable material is. So what about some wood? So all we're going to do is nip over to where we keep the wood. Here we go. I think there might be 1 or 2 pieces in that, which let me knock some shelves up, stick them on the fork truck forks, and away we go. Right, so all I've got to do now, I think I've got myself enough wood. Need to do is just to take these chocks off. Sorry about the noise, that's this big noisy thing here. Bit of a beast, isn't it, really? Noisy. Anyway, I'm more interested in cutting wood up. Oh, the sun's against us. But with that lot quickly denailed, it's thrown in the back of the car. But I've been kicked out at work, so I'll have to wrap that up outside the main gate. Right, so we're home, we've got the wood in the back, we made it home safely, and contrary to my last video, I've picked up a microwave and that, but I'm not showing you what that is until another video, because it intrigues me, that does. I'll give you a clip, it's got 2 holes in it. That's all I'm telling you. No, I'll tell you a bit more. It's got 2 holes. I'm going to show you a bit of it, and a socket. Well, there's actually one of these at the other end as well, but there's something else in between. So turn it back over, You're not seeing that until another video. Microwave, well, we'll get her racking up first. Oh, let's go around. Nice and tidy garden. Although it's, what is it? Yeah, early February. These have sprung up. The daffodils are beginning to pop their heads up. Yeah, look like they're ready to bud. Don't know what these are. Well, looking pretty. There's still nothing happening on that side yet. Nothing's happening with the rose. I've got a bud. One or two on this rose here. Never mind. It's getting a bit fresh here. I've got to get that wood in here, and everything on that side has got to come over to this side, so I can put some racking up on that side, and everything on this side can go back over to that side.